James, I've known you 20 years and you haven't changed your cliches.
It's not a cliche.
The government are holding.
They haven't got any money.
Well,
the government have not got any money.
They've got plenty of money for wars. They've got plenty of money to give Ukraine. They've got plenty of money to give Israel. They could sell an arms to Israel. There you are.
Are you completely stupid, Steve? Are you completely nuts?
Well,
I mean, you come in here dressed in a scarf with a...
It's a Palestinian scarf.
Do you actually really support the Palestinians?
Absolutely.
You think that's a really...
What about Hamas? What about Hamas?
I defend the Palestinians' right to defend themselves.
Yeah.
Do you say Hamas it was a resistance?
Sorry, I believe the Israeli government are a fascist government. I believe the Israeli government are a terrorist government.
It's a democratic government,
hang
on.
It's
a democracy.
So that's the case. Hitler was
I'm not having
so
this.
he's democratic, is he?
This is not on.
Well,
you want to
it's
talk rubbish? Go and talk to the BBC or some other.
Well, what do you think about the Hamas?
What about free speech?
Was
James?
Hamas a legitimate action?
You're saying it, but I don't need to listen
what
to
I'm saying to you
report.
is that I condemn terrorism, whether it comes from Hamas or from the Israeli government.
Right, so it has come from Hamas, but not from Israel. That's a war, isn't it?
Of course it has.
Well, no, that's defending themselves, isn't it?
Because it's an occupied people.
Well, it is now. It wasn't in 2005.
It can't be self-defense.
They're not occupied.
It wasn't in 2005.
They've been occupied since 1947 when they drove the Palestinians off their land.
You need to look at your history books. 2005, they all left.
1947 is when the Nakba happened. I've never met such ill-informed people in my life.
Quiet. I don't want you in here anymore, Steve, because you are supporting the enemies
so you're
of this
throwing me
country.
out, James, because you the defender of free speech, are throwing me out.
You've had free speech, but I don't have to allow you to carry on.
You the defender of free speech are throwing me out.
I am defending the freedom of this country. I don't need... If we're at war, as we soon are going to be, you won't be
at war with the Palestinian children who you're murdering in their thousands.
Do you support the 7/7 bombers then? Because they did that for the Palestinians. Well, why not? They did that for the Palestinian people. Do you support the Borough Market stabbings?
Do you support 30,000 dead people, civilians?
Well, yeah, it's collateral damage. It's a legal war. It's the lowest
killing women and children.
It's the lowest amount of collateral damage ever.
Genocide in Gaza.
It's not genocide, is it? 25,000 people out of 2 million is not genocide.
Just hang on a moment.
It's genocide. It's deliberately harming in part or in full.
Ash is Jewish, and what you're saying to him is totally offensive.
Jewish, but it's not genocide, is it? It's irrelevant anyway, but it's not genocide.
It's not about being Jewish, it's about being a Zionist.
What is a Zionist?
A Zionist.
Should the Jews not have a homeland then?
No, it's
ridiculous. Why didn't they have one in Bavaria? It was the Germans that had the Holocaust, not the Palestinians.
So what
was Israel never the homeland of the Jews?
Not in occupied Palestine. No,
it was. I don't want him on the show.
That's why they find old Jewish texts from 3,000 years ago.
They occupied Palestine.
Don't want that either.
They occupied Palestine.
Most of them come from the Arab countries.
They held people to ransom ever since.
Most of them were expelled from the Arab countries, most of Israel.
No, that's not true.
55%.
Can you be quiet? Seriously, can you be quiet?
The Arab countries actually gave the Jews refuge when the Holocaust was happening. How about that?
They were on the Nazi side. You don't know your history.
You don't know your history.
I don't know what he says. I'm executive producer.
Are you arguing that the Nakba took place? The United Nations recognised that the Nakba took place.
You're talking rubbish.
You know rubbish.
United Nations recognised that the Nakba took place.
Well, I'm trying to kick him out. What do you want me to do?
Is the UN? Is this the UN that were on the Hamas attack? Is this the UN that are totally bent and corrupt organisations? Do you mean that UN?
To investigate genocide.
Yeah.
This young lady is showing you out.
This young lady is showing you out.
The Israeli government are now being brought before the world because everyone has recognised that there was a genocide going on.
This is what worries me.
I'm not talking rubbish.
The
Palestinian people are an occupied people and they've got a right to defend themselves.
No.
They were in 2005. They were totally free in 2005.
Hamas didn't exist in 1947 when you started occupying their land. Hamas didn't exist. I mean, Netanyahu making the same statements about Hamas that he did about the PLO.
Very similar. Very, very similar. Same thing.